We're back on Toledo Bend. Yes, we are. With Living the Dream Guide Service. You saw before the amount of fun we had with Brandon and Jim. But I just got to keep fishing in places like this. They're bucket list places for everybody, no matter where you are, the United States, North America. We come all the way from Ontario, Canada here to fish. But today we're going to fish with the owner's son, Matt. He's got his own pontoon boat rigged up. He's got his own locations, different from the other places. But we got a little bit of a fog delay. It's somewhat safe to navigate. I know these guys know their stuff, but he said too, the crappie really like the sun, just like at home in most places. So we'll take our time. There's no rush. And the thing with fishing like this, it's vertical. And again, we're going to follow Matt's lead on how he's fishing.
Hi, I'm Matt from Living the Dream. I'm going to show you what we're going to do today to catch some crappie. So what we're going to do, I'm working the boat into position right now, kind of weaving our way through the timber here on Toledo Bend. And we're going to keep it really simple. We're going to throw some jigs to start, and we may fish a minnow a little bit as well. What we've got here is just a simple, very, very simple jig setup with just a plain colored lead head, just a 32nd ounce lead head, small little egg-shaped sinker about a foot above it. And what we're going to do is just set up about 30 feet or so from the fish, and we're going to be fishing around some timber and brush that we've sank. And we're going to just kind of take these jigs and, you know, make some short little casts about like so. Throw it out there, let it sink down about, usually around 12 feet is where the fish like to hang out. And we'll just kind of bring these jigs slowly right over the top of them, almost like a pendulum swing. And usually that leads to a lot of success, especially if you can stay back away from them and cast to them from a short distance. They tend to bite pretty well.
In this Toledo Bend Lake Country, everything from the restaurants, like I said, man, the beaches, the state park, you name it. There's something for everybody to do in the family. So bring your families down here, Toledo Bend, Manny, Louisiana. But think about Living the Dream Guide Service. They've got it set up first class. Look up there, everything for after a good day of fishing to chill out, socialize, and enjoy the adventure. That's what we're going to do today. So wait for Matt. He's getting some shiners just in case we need them, some ice, and then we're going out on Toledo Bend again.
I like to always take the time to make sure the boat, when I'm casting jig, make sure the boat gets squared up, and see that's where we run into issues. I just bumped into a stump on that side, so I can't. So you may want to get on my left side. We may have to cast a little bit diagonal with the wind. Okay. There's a stump. We may even be able to see it every now and then with a wave. There's a stump just right under the surface right here. It's actually a double stump.
Yeah, probably need the sun. It's almost invisible
so
now.
We'll be trying to cast right down the side of it without
that's when we're fishing.
Be the trick. So
okay.
I'm gonna make my first shot right there.
I'm gonna watch what you do first. It doesn't take me long to learn.
See if we can strike gold on the first cast. Looks like I made it down the side of the stump, so that's good. Got a brim or a little. That's a little crappie. They love the sun for sure.
Look at that. That's catch and release. Almost.
He almost
did
it.
Hey? That's
Not
how
a
we
bad
start.
one.
Yeah.
10 incher, maybe an 11 incher.
Yeah.
Pretty little crappie.
He pitches out. He says there's a tree down there. I'm off to his left, and I'm just following his lead. Just like the last show with Jim. I follow his lead. That's how you become a better fisherman, especially when you're in an area you're not familiar with, or how the crappie are going to respond and how to present your bait. But right away, Matt pitches out, fish in the boat. I pitch out, fish in the boat. I mean, we didn't even see him as he came off it.
And sometimes we've also learned, almost like teasing a bass on a bed, if you'll bring it through there, if they start to follow it but don't eat it immediately, just jerk it away from them real fast.
Yes.
Kind of agitates them. There you go. That looks like a good one.
That looks a good bite. Oh, I love that bite.
Yeah, that's a nice one there.
Oh, yes, sir. Toledo Bend.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Matt has got me on a casting bite. This is going to be spooky. Look where he's got that too.
Nice slab.
Oh, that was just past the membrane too. I got lucky there. Whew. I love that bite, dude. I live for that,
Thump
man.
it.
Oh, boy. But look how light.
Love it.
You let off? Yeah, what a bite, man.
Good fish.
Look at that. Nice crappie. That's good anywhere in the country, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, look at that back too. Black stubbies. You know, I'm always fascinated by the fins. They remind me of saltwater fish. big fins all here, here, you know?
Yeah, the size of their tail in relation to their body is
look at that thing,
impressive.
man. Well, Crappie, you're going to be somebody's meal. Maybe somebody named Brandon. There he goes. Beauty. We're on. This is fun.
Love it.
Yes, sir. Oof. You're right. Right down that 10 count. Perfect.
Good deal.
This is pretty cool. See how you got to count it down? That's the patience of waiting. Pitching it out and wait till it get down. Because when you're in that zone with that cloud of crappie, you're going to catch one. So it's about the patience of waiting till it gets down and just a slow little retrieve and sometimes a lift and then bump, there's a fish.
You know, if they're really chewing, you can just get in position and fire away.
Gotcha.
If they're not wanting to bite, then you know you kind of have to scope them to convince them a bit. You know, really pay more attention to your bait and watch the fish and tease them a little bit more. There's not nearly as many as there should be though.
Followed you up.
Biggin.
Like that.
Biggin.
There we go. Watching them chase, huh?
Yeah. It actually came up and nosed it. Didn't eat it. Sped it up a little bit. Couldn't stand it. Came back and bit it. Not a very long fish, just a stocky one.
On them.
What'd you call them? Stubbies?
Stubbies, yeah.
Big old thick one.
In the box. Nice way to start, right?
Yes, indeed.
Not bad, eh? First spot. Look. Got some fish on ice. That's always a good sign. When there's fish on ice, when you're going to the second spot, within 10 minutes.
Here at Living the Dream Guide Service, we like to focus on a relaxing atmosphere. As you can see here, you can sit, relax, enjoy a cold drink here at the marina before and after fishing. When we take you out fishing, if we're crappie fishing, we go out on very comfortable pontoon boats. We take care of everything for you. We provide all the necessary equipment. You don't have to bring anything. When you come back in, we'll clean your fish for you. We'll put those crappie fillets in Ziploc bags and send them home with you. It's a one-stop shop. You don't have to worry about anything. Just show up, relax, and enjoy yourselves.
It's pretty cool when you can pull up to a tree and you never know the mood of the fish in that tree or the brush that they've set. Because some spots we're going to and we're pitching, he said, you're right near the money, and when you get in that zone, 10, 12, 14 feet down, right away it's the tick. You never miss them when you get down the tick.
And I love that you're not addicted to the scope. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
I got the stump. Got him.
I think it's a decent one again.
Very nice. I need to take my own advice and quit looking at the scope, huh?
Ooh, look at that. He ate it too.
Got it choked.
Yeah. I'm 2 for 3. That one last bite was just like this. I don't know how, well, he pulled it down, how they miss it, but that's eating size crappie. Ooh. Yeah. He's got a decent little back on it, man. What do you think, Brandon?
You make a team.
Yeah?
Barely.
Okay. You make a team.
That's better
Yes.
than always are.
Okay. Okay. This is pretty cool. See, it's variety is the key, man. Variety is the key. There's too many different ways to catch them. And this casting and stuff too, you know what? And I'm only looking at that for variety, but it's a tool that you need, okay, to see the stuff below the surface, especially if you come for the first time. But when you come with Living the Dream, they will take you on their spot, show you exactly how to do it. But don't forget, fishing is fishing. You still got to cast, pay attention, watch your pole. Don't just stare at the TV and, oh, I think I had a bite. Pay attention to what you're doing and you'll catch them.
So we've got some great little baits here. This is a good buddy of mine, Zach Dubois, makes these. He calls the company Cajun Lures. This is called a Slim Jimmy. And calls it a Slim Jimmy because, as you can see, it's got a small profile, really slim section here on leading out to this little paddle tail. And this thing, I like it because it has a small profile and that tail just, I'm gonna say undulates, lack of a better word. I don't know if that's a word, I might have just made it up, but that tail just works almost like a minnow. You know, you can just hold it still and just the movement of the water is just gonna constantly move that thing. So you can cast it, you can fish it vertically, whatever you want to do, and it's just gonna act just like a minnow, especially with that very natural monkey milk color. They love it. It's really easy to rig too. Just go right in the middle there. It's got just enough meat up here in the top section where you can get a hook in it really easily, get it up there, just a short ways, come straight out, push it right up there around the collar of the jig, make sure everything's sitting straight, and you're in business.
Okay, when I pick my trips where I'm going to go, I try to pick locations that I think you folks that are watching are going to enjoy. Different parts of the beautiful US of A. And something about Louisiana, it always brings me back. Ooh, that feels,
nice.
It's got some, little bit of weight. No, but he might be whoop. Just a fun fish. What's that? All crappie are fun fish. But when they're bigger, they're funner. That's a new word. He's still releaser, isn't he? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Grow for another day. Okay? Go on, buddy.
Thankfully, we are not desperate.
Nope. Not desperate to live the dream. We are living the dream. Catching them.
Didn't eat it on the fall, but he chased it up and ate
That's
it.
a nice one.
Just in case. Decent fish.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a hard time these days now that forward-facing sonar has become so popular and prevalent in the fishing world. Everybody, even the folks that hardly fish,
Yep.
know about it.
Yep.
And all they want to do is stare at it. And we have to remind them all the time, you still have to fish, guys.
Yep.
You still have to catch them with hook, line, and sinker.
You got it. Yeah. Okay, so Matt says we got a little spot where maybe there's some white crappie, okay? So white's here too. Let's do it. Get over to the tree. I think the second pitch or first pitch right away, one of the biggest fish of the day, and a white one. Like that.
That's a good one.
A good one. Got a good bend in your rod.
Might
there.
be a big white one here. Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I love it when a plan comes together.
There's a good one too.
I mean, I just love it.
There's another one.
I just
Scoop
love it.
too. Oh, maybe I'll just lift them out.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
There's the big white crappie we were after.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
That's a good one too.
Look at that. Look at that, eh? Whew. They got that length, eh? Those white crappies. Man.
Yes,
Nice
they do.
fish. Nice
big old
fish.
mouth.
You called it there. Matt said
Shot
we're gonna
called,
go
huh?
Spot. We're going to go get a white crappie.
The vertical markings.
Yeah.
Versus
A difference. Yeah. And yet you get a different parts of states where they're almost white.
Mm-hmm.
Like snow white in muddy water.
Right, right.
Mississippi lakes and stuff, eh? But can't miss that. That's gorgeous. Whoo, lordy. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Nice one. I guess it is fun when they're hitting it on the fall, eh? Once your line
yes.
just dunk.
Yeah,
Those you
see that
rarely
line
miss, too,
jumping,
eh?
you know he's got it. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. When they catch it on the fall, most of the time they've got it really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to probably move on.
Okay.
We've gotten the ones that want to bite. I don't like to force it, you know. We do a lot of work out here to make sure we have lots of spots to fish. So after you get the easy ones, just move on.
And you got enough spots you're confident to keep doing that.
Absolutely. And
Right on.
what I believe as well is that I believe it helps you manage your fish. You know, when you're fishing day in, day out, you know, it helps to not just sit there and beat on them, so to speak, and,
Sure.
and pressure them and try to force them to bite.
Sure.
You catch what bites and move on. The next day, you can probably come back and do the same thing again.
Got it. Okay, we're moving on. And something about the beautiful state, Louisiana, the southern part here, the culture, the food, the place to go, the things to do when I'm not casting a line, it keeps bringing me back. And I know if you come here one time, you will continue to come back for the beautiful crappie, the bass, the catfish, but the good old-fashioned southern hospitality.